Hello, and welcome to Friendly English Practice. This channel is designed especially for you, the English learner, who wants to improve step by step. In this lesson, we are going to talk about something very important: slow listening. You may have heard that listening is one of the hardest skills in English. Maybe you have tried watching movies or listening to podcasts in English, but you felt lost. Maybe the people spoke too fast, and you could not follow the conversation. This can make you feel disappointed or even frustrated. But here is some good news. There is a powerful method that can help you understand English more easily. That method is slow listening. Today's lesson will explain why slow listening is so important, how slow listening really works in your brain, the benefits you will enjoy when you practice slow listening, clear steps you can follow to practice slow listening every day, extra listening activities you can add to your routine, motivation and encouragement to keep going. This is going to be a complete guide. By the end of this lesson, you will not only understand slow listening, you will also feel inspired to practice it every day. So, let's begin. Part 1. Why slow listening is important. Listening is one of the most important skills in learning a language, but it is also one of the most difficult. When native English speakers talk to each other, they often speak very quickly. They connect words together. They reduce sounds. They use slang. They use idioms. And sometimes they have strong accents. For a learner, this can feel like a wave of sound. The words seem to blend together. You hear the noise, but you do not catch the meaning. This is not your fault. It is simply too fast for your current level. That is why slow listening is important. When you listen slowly, the language becomes clear. You can hear the beginning of the word, the middle, and the end. You can notice the rhythm of the sentence. You can understand the meaning step by step. Imagine that you are learning to drive a car. If you try to drive very fast on your first day, you will feel afraid. You may lose control. You may even have an accident. But if you drive slowly, carefully, you feel safe. You learn how to control the car. You learn how to stop and start. You learn how to turn. Slow driving helps you build confidence. It is the same with English listening. Slow listening gives you control. Slow listening gives you confidence. Slow listening helps you build strong skills that will last. Part 2. How slow listening works. Now let's look more deeply at how slow listening works inside your brain. When you listen to English, your brain must do 3 jobs. Hear the sounds. First, your ears receive the sounds of English. This is the physical part of listening. Recognize the words. Next, your brain must connect the sounds to words. For example, when you hear the sound dog, your brain needs to recognize that the word is dog. Understand the meaning. Finally, your brain must combine the words into meaning. For example, the dog is running in the park. If the person speaks too quickly, your brain does not have enough time to do these 3 jobs. You may hear the sounds, but you cannot recognize the words. Or you may recognize some words, but you can't catch the meaning. This is why listening can feel so difficult. But with slow listening, the speed is reduced. Your brain has time to hear the sounds. It has time to recognize the words. It has time to build the meaning. Little by little, your brain becomes faster and stronger. After some practice, the same sentence that once felt difficult now feels easy. This is the science of slow listening. Part 3. The benefits of slow listening. There are many benefits to practicing slow listening. Let's explore them one by one. 1. Better understanding. The first benefit is obvious. You understand more. When you listen slowly, you can actually follow the conversation. This gives you a sense of success. Success is important because success builds motivation. When you understand, you feel confident. When you feel confident, you want to listen more. And when you listen more, you improve. 2. Improved pronunciation. Slow listening helps you notice the details of English pronunciation. For example, the difference between ship and sheep. The th sound in think. The silent letters, like the K in know. When you hear these sounds slowly, you can copy them more easily. This improves not only your listening, but also your speaking. Stronger memory. Repetition is the key to memory. When you listen to something slowly, again and again, the words stay in your mind. You remember them when you hear them in other places. You can also use them in your own speaking. 4. Reduced stress. Many learners feel nervous when listening to English. They feel pressure to understand everything quickly. This stress can make learning harder. But with slow listening, the pressure is removed. You can relax. You can enjoy the process. And when you enjoy learning, you want to continue.
5. A strong foundation for faster listening. Finally, slow listening prepares you for faster listening. It is like training for a sport. First, you practice slowly. Later, when you are strong, you can play faster. Slow listening is not the final goal. It is the foundation. With this foundation, you will be ready for any speed of English. Part 4. How to practice slow listening. Now let us move to the practical part. How can you actually practice slow listening in your daily life? Here are some clear steps. Step 1. Choose suitable material. Start with material that is not too difficult. For example, children's stories, beginner English podcasts, YouTube channels for learners, like this one. The material should be slow, clear, and interesting. Step 2. Listen several times. Do not listen only once. Listen again and again. The first time, listen for the main idea. The second time, listen for details. The third time, listen for sounds and rhythm. Each time you notice something new. Step 3. Use transcripts or subtitles. If the text is available, use it. First, listen while reading. Then, listen without reading. This helps you connect sound and spelling. Step 4. Practice shadowing. Shadowing means repeating what you hear. Listen to a short sentence. Then, speak at the same time, like an echo. This improves both your listening and your speaking. Step 5. Make it a daily habit. Practice every day, even for 10 minutes. Small, regular practice is more powerful than one long session once a week. Part 6. Extra listening activities. To make slow listening fun, you can try extra activities. Songs. Choose slow English songs. Listen carefully. Sing along. Stories. Listen to fairy tales or children's stories. They are simple and enjoyable. News for learners. Some websites provide slow English news. Record yourself. Read a short text aloud. Record your voice. Listen again. Compare your pronunciation. Dialogues with friends. Speak slowly with a partner. Listen carefully to each other. These activities will make your practice enjoyable and effective. Part 7. Motivation and encouragement. Now, I want to speak to your heart. Learning English is not easy. Sometimes you will feel tired. Sometimes you will feel frustrated. Sometimes you will think, I am not improving. But please remember, improvement is often invisible. It is like planting a seed. At first, you cannot see anything. But under the ground, the seed is growing roots. Later, a small green shoot appears. And with time, the plant becomes strong. Your English is the same. Every day that you practice, you are growing, even if you cannot see it yet. One day, you will notice, I can understand more than before. I can follow conversations. I can watch movies in English. And you will feel proud. So please, do not give up. Believe in yourself. Be patient. And remember, slow and steady wins the race. Part 7. Final review. Let's review what we learned today. Why slow listening is important? Because it gives your brain time to process sounds, words, and meaning. How slow listening works. It slows down the process so your brain can succeed. Benefits. Better understanding, improved pronunciation, stronger memory, less stress, and preparation for faster listening. How to practice. Choose the right material, listen many times, use transcripts, shadow the speaker, and practice daily. Extra activities. Songs, stories, news, recording yourself, and dialogues with friends. Motivation. Learning takes time. Trust the process. Believe in yourself. Conclusion. My dear friend, you have done an excellent job by listening to this lesson. You are taking steps to improve your English. You are building your listening skills, and you are showing dedication and patience. Remember, every small step is progress. Every minute you practice makes you stronger. Thank you for being here with me at Friendly English Practice. I am proud of you, and I believe in you. Keep listening, keep learning, keep growing. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye and happy learning.